one.
Okay.
I like the figures you were adding. You were adding some different
I
texture.
try to improvise on the run. I'm sorry. I like
No,
trying to mixed up.
that was way more better than the first take that you did. No, I felt the difference because the difference is that musically you were kind of adding more textures. You were being more aware. I was noticing that, and you were using this. No, that's part of the awareness of when you're on the drum set. You look at your options and you're just like, I don't know what to use. But no, that's good because you were getting out of that comfort where you're like, you know what, I'm going to use the ride now. Because before you were only on the crash, but now you were on the ride.
So this one is that I think I was using it as a crash. Can you use that?
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, ride cymbals are, I mean, they're sort of like that. You know, you can, like I say, you can use it as a driving kind of force, like where you're just like crashing into it.
Right.
But it's also ride cymbals. That's the cool thing about a ride cymbal. They're also used to change the texture.
Right.
And so, like for instance, let me show you.
Yeah.
So, like when those sections, when it's heavy. Oh, I'm not gonna put my headset, but so like yeah, when you're playing the actual part where it's just the hi-hat. Whoa! Oh, yeah. No, I knew this was already broken.
Oh, it broke?
It broke.
No, don't tell me it was a...
No, it wasn't you. It was me. I had a feeling they were gonna break for some. I don't know why. No, it's okay. So again, yeah. The hi-hat, like again, is the part where you stay in the pocket. But when you start embellishing the higher part, when you start getting a little bit like on the louder sections,
right.
and that's what it's for. Is like you can use it as a crash. Or you can use it as texture change, which is it could be used as, you know, very light and kind of quiet and but still kind of execute the same kind of groove. So it depends on the parts of the music, like when you hear the tempo change, or sorry, when you hear the changes musically, as in the dynamic change, like when it starts getting on the heavier side and all that. So those are the parts you're feel free to kind of like, if you want to dig in and kind of use it. Believe me, you can. It's the same thing as a crash, but I think with the ride, it won't. It's weird because yeah, the crash is like meant to be like loud. It's like very punk rockish, like gives you that. Yeah. But here, the ride cymbal is a different kind of texture where you don't necessarily need to dig in too much because it's a bigger cymbal. But at the same time, you could still kind of give it that. Those are things I'm telling you, man, that last take, that was the best one. And the feel of it, so, and even again, the biggest part to not rush is the make sure when you go through those triplets, it's not
right.
Because I think you did rush
when they're rushed
on the second part, on the second build-up, it was a little rushed, but you got back on. But just be careful with those little figures and everything. So, but other than that, yeah, like I said, it's mainly getting a feel for the drum set. I think that's the biggest part, is when you're playing live in a live gig setting. It's like you have to that's what I'm saying, like your ears are your biggest tool. Like besides, yes, your hands and your volume. It's hard because drummers we don't have like an automatic volume like a guitar and piano. We are our own volume, so like we have so much to control, like here, like within our hands. So, but it's a lot of control with using your ears. Your ears are your biggest tool. Right. So like, be careful and be mindful, and that's what I'm saying. When you know the song, when you're familiar with the song, and you're hearing the way the lyrics are being played out, and you hear, oh, this is the singer's part, this is the verse part, so maybe I can back off a little bit. And then the chorus part, then you can kind of build it up and kind of give it a little bit more life.
Right.
So yeah, and again, just be nitpicky, be aware, and just, you know, like I said, make sure the time and the feel are.
There's love.
Yeah. Just try to get it as close as you can in sync. So
Right.
that makes the audience member feel like, whoa, this guy, he's been practicing this song for a long time. You know, like you want to fool the audience, like you know the song like the back of your hand in a
Right.
way. So, but you got it, man. Like everything that you were playing it in time. Just be careful, try not to rush. Don't drag.
Right.
not quite my tempo, right?
Yeah.
The old whiplash. So just be careful. But again, yeah, let's keep running it because again, like I said, these are good reps. Be careful with that.
Yeah.
Be careful with the tempo right there.
Right.
With the keep it still in that time frame with
Yeah.
the even if you do mess with the toms a lot.
Yeah, I didn't catch it on the.
Cool. I mean, again, yeah, everything you're doing just it's perfect. It's there. Like I said, we just making sure that the tempo doesn't fluctuate, making sure that we don't we don't rush, we don't drag.
Right.
Try to stay locked in the middle.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing I will say with it when it comes to ballads. Yeah, it's harder because there's a lot of space, there's a lot of waiting, so you kind of have to be more secure on the tempo.
Right.
So that kind of stuff is very crucial in maintaining that consistency. It's perfect. It's there. Like I said, the intensity's there. At least you're playing. That's the biggest thing for me. Is like when you're playing loud and proud. It's good because when people start playing like kind of quiet and timid, that's an issue. You know, especially I'm just saying because you're going to be on a stage. You're going to be playing live. So at least that's the big difference is that you're playing, you know, confidently at least. You know, that makes me very happy because not, starting out with the drums, I remember, I was very timid and scared. Like it just, you have that already instinct in you. I don't know, just because maybe you have a natural feel already on the drums.
Yeah.
So all we got to do is just keep the tempo and the feel locked in, right? Or we're talking about Dylan. You gotta be locked in. So if we keep that consistency through the whole song. For instance, let me I'm gonna jump on. I need to hear it a little bit louder. I'm still kind of like, it's still too soft for me.
Right.
Maybe because my ears are already, they're already gone. So it's hard for me to hear. Technically, yeah, because these are not mic'd up drum sets, obviously, but it's just, I'm just hearing through the headphones. But again, yeah, the idea, you see how those little minor changes help the situation. We're kind of like balancing it out.
Right.
We're giving the audience a little bit more, like we say, salt and pepper. We're trying to like season it nice. And then so when the singer's singing that first verse, you can kind of back off a little bit, just a little bit. And then when it goes, the main chorus, then you can kind of embellish those figures and add those fills and add the little bigger parts. So we can try that again. Yeah. So let's try it again and let's see what happens.